Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Hopkins' Texans going up against Hilton's Colts. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And we say hi again, one and all. Brandon Gaudin here as we count you down to kickoff. And I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, I know even a former defensive back like you can admire some of the receivers in the game today. And Larry showed us a couple that are very likely to stand out in this one.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to admit that I actually admire receivers. But with their acrobatics, with their speed, with their moxie, and the way they go up and get the football, they can change the outcome of a game in an instant.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former Pitt Panther, Tom Savage.
And Tom Savage is one of those guys that when you look at him, you see the potential that's there. You get a chance to watch him practice and see him throw the football. But he hasn't had many chances to play in games, and you just wonder if given a full shot, what exactly would it look like?
This is Lamar Miller. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down following the run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
They go play action here on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Normally when I talk about DeAndre Hopkins, I'm talking about accomplishments. In this case, I'm remembering that he lost nearly 600 yards in receiving from 2015. He had less than 1,000 last year.
Yeah, and his touchdowns dropped from 11 to 4, so now he's hoping for more consistent quarterback play. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Now Savage. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tom Savage took over as a starting quarterback late in 2016, but got hurt, unable to play in the playoffs. But he's back entrenched as Bill O'Brien's #1 QB starting 2017. But Deshaun Watson, their #1 choice, lurking in the wings.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Savage. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Savage from the shotgun snap. Fighting to stay upright. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Margus Hunt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Throw on 2nd down to Savage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 6th season out of Stanford. Here's Andrew Luck.
And one thing you should never question with him, his toughness. Second shoulder surgery that he's coming off of, but he played through it last year. What do you have, 31 touchdowns and over 4,200 yards passing?
Yep.
This is a guy who's one tough hombre.
Second fastest to 15,000 passing yards in NFL history with that effort last year. Luck on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, here's Luck. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Second and 5.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Luck throwing again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brian Cushing not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now it's Luck. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Now the UCLA man, the former Bruin, Jeff Locke, on to punt it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Colts and the Texans haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Texans opening drive. Hunt's able to zero in on the QB here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Same drive. Savage has got the completion here, and that is a house call. Texans strike first in this one. Colts have it late in the second. Cushing's got the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Still a little time left on the clock. It's Brian Cushing for the sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Luck finding his emerging tight end Doyle for a Colt first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
First down, it's Gore. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. First down, Luck. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up second down. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now it's second and goal. They run. It's Gore. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. Here's Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. They've played a great game. This has been a great game. It's tied. They're just hoping to push this one to OT.
This has been fun, hasn't it, partner? This feels like one of those well-pitched baseball games. Low scoring, and will one play make the difference? And where's it going to come from? Right now, they're hoping that it doesn't happen, and they can just get this game to OT.
Yeah, I mentioned they're hoping to get it to OT. They'd take a turnover as well. Savage now to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Savage setting up the screen for Miller. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now it's Savage. Escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Now Savage going deep for Hopkins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston defense we watch as they get set to go. They're working here with a tie game. The question here I'd like to ask is, how aggressive do you play this defensively?
You just want to make sure that you don't give up the play that beats you. I mean, it's that's really your line of aggressiveness. Play it straight, make sure tackles, do what you have to do, but don't give up something big that all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and say, we blew a golden opportunity.
I wouldn't mind OT. I wouldn't complain.
I wouldn't complain either. Just make sure you call the producer and tell him to cancel our table for dinner tonight.
Will do. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first down throw. Luck under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On the toss, it's Gore, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right at the 20. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. First throw in overtime for Luck. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. So the offense has it first and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this will be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. draw. Luck gives to Gore. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Luck. And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Savage, first throw in overtime. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. He got 29 yards that time.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's Savage. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Savage. And finding Fedorowicz. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now inside the red zone, Savage. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Savage. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. All right, well, they didn't kick it on second down, now third and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Savage from the shotgun snap. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Antonio Morrison coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be fourth down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On now in a big spot in this ball game is the kicker, Nick Novak. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too.